Welcome back, brothers and sisters of Christ. My name is Brianna and I'm back with another video. And for today's video is sins the world normalize. I mentioned this before about how everything that God look at as precious, the world would try to convince you otherwise. You know, I had talked about like marriage, having children, and aging, you know, just to name a few examples that I did a video on. But as us Christians, you know, we know the world literally promotes all the sins that God tells us not to commit. And, you know, these sins have been normalized, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to get into some. The first one is worshiping false gods. Everybody's worshiping crystals, stones, statues, stars, the sun, the moon. They are literally worshiping everything but God. They worship the creation and not the creator. Number two, witchcraft is also considered a false god. But everybody's doing witchcraft these days, and they think it's okay. They think it's cute. But what they don't know is they're inviting evil spirits in their lives. It has become the norm. It's become super popular. It's all over the place. And you know what's interesting about this witchcraft, as I got older and I'm looking at like a lot of the shows that we used to watch, they promote so much witchy stuff and witchcraft on like Disney and Nickelodeon, all these cartoons. I noticed it's just highly promoted. And you know, growing up, I remember like a lot of people were witches for Halloween and stuff. A lot of stuff just makes sense to me as I'm older. But witchcraft has become like a huge thing in the recent years. It's ridiculous. Number three, gluttony or gluttonous, I don't know. Mukbangs played a huge part in this, you know. Everybody loves food all of a sudden. While there's nothing wrong with loving food, but now everybody's overeating and ruining their health. Everybody's getting on camera for views and for likes and for money to eat food. And ultimately becomes overweight, ultimately unhealthy, and not taking care of your temple. Number four is lust, fornication. Child. Music, YouTube, TV shows, like all of this has glorified sex and lust so much that it literally does not make sense. You know, they promote all this stuff like stripping and OnlyFans, prostitution, anything sexual. And everybody's mind is corrupt to only think sexual things, only want to do sexual acts. Everything is about sex. It's ridiculous how lustful people are these days. Literally, it doesn't make any sense. Number five, you know, not being modest. This is not necessarily a sin, but it's just something that all these probably won't be, but it's like things that the world has normalized that, you know, that goes against God basically. But wearing revealing clothes has become a daily thing. You know what I'm saying? That's all that most stores sell. That's everything that most people are wearing. And if you don't dress modest, people think you're dressing like an old lady. And it's hard to find stores that sell modest stuff. Like you can, but you know, it's very difficult. Everybody's wearing these skimpy clothes and just revealing themselves and showing themselves and to feel validated and trying to get attention. Like everything God doesn't want us to do. You know what I'm saying? Number six, homosexuality. As we know, homosexuality has become a big thing over the years. You know, it became a more open thing than it was back in the day. And the world has completely normalized it at this point. And if you say anything against them, people will attack you and call you homophobic. I always wanted to hear people call God homophobic, since he is the one who said that this is a sin and not us. You know what I'm saying? Like, how about we tell God that it is what it is? It's a sin. Number seven, drinking. People say if you don't drink, smoke, or any type of drug, you know, anything, like basically if you are sober, which God, you know, the Bible talks about being sober and staying sober. If you are sober, people will call you lame. People will call you boring. They'll say you can't have fun. Nobody could do anything sober these days. People don't want to hang out with you if you're not doing something that makes you not sober. People can't go nowhere without drinking and smoking and being under the influence. And it's cool. It's looked at as cool. Popping pills and all this stuff is looked at as cool now. I don't understand what the world is coming to. We have number 8, cheating, adultery, infidelity. I have literally heard people call people lame or square for being faithful to their spouses. People brag about cheating as if it's something to be proud of. Man, everybody just think it's okay. Everybody think it's cute. But until they stand before God and have to explain it when you are married. Number 9, murder, killing, violence. Like I said, this also is promoted heavily in music, movies, YouTube. The younger generation have become so obsessed with murder and violence, trying to be tough, you know, wanting to be known for street violence, because there are literally people that's famous for being murderers. And these kids look up to that nonsense, and that's becoming what they want to be. You know, a lot of young people don't want to be lawyers and doctors no more. They want to be murderers. You know what I'm saying? They want to be in gangs. They want their name to be known for all the wrong reasons. Thanks to society. Number 10, we got cursing. If you don't curse, and if you talk with some sense, people will call you proper. They'll accuse you of talking like you're a different race. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you talking like that? You know what I'm saying? Or if you carry yourself with class, not using profanity, people think that it's weird. And yeah, it's crazy out here. Like, listen to this stuff that I'm saying, y'all. It's crazy. Number 11, disrespecting your parents. This become the norm. Children disrespecting their parents and even killing them nowadays. And it's a Bible verse that talked about in the last days that, you know, children gonna be turning on their parents and stuff. We living in it right now. Number 12, stealing. People scamming. Stealing other people's money, bragging about it, thinking it's cute, making a living, and using other people's money. That's stealing. Number 13, hatred, envy, jealousy, friends, family, strangers. Everyone is filled with envy, jealousy, hatred, and want something that someone else has. There's people killing people right now over hatred, envy, and jealousy. I just seen a video that like really brought tears to my eyes. That man was sitting in his car and those people shot him, pulled him out of his car, shot him, and killed him, robbed him. They say it was over a chain. That like broke my heart. Like, this is the world that we're living in, and people think it's okay. People think it's okay, and this stuff is being promoted, and that's why we need to pay attention to the things that our children are watching and listening to. Because our children can become victims of this stuff. Them higher ups, they don't care about our kids. We got to care about our kids. They gonna promote whatever they gonna promote all the nonsense. We have to care about our kids enough to monitor what our children are watching and doing. Because it's out of hand, man. They're ruining children's lives. Every day we seeing it. Young people being brought up with no guidance, relying on social media, relying on the streets, and throwing their life away, man. It's crazy. Number 14, bitterness, unforgiveness. People literally brag about holding grudges until the day they die. And they'll call you silly for forgiving. They'll call you soft. I wouldn't be forgiving, man. You crazy. What? Why are you holding on to that anger in your heart? Number 15, idolatry. People literally worship the ground these celebrities walk on. They don't see no issue with it. They see celebrities as their God. I heard somebody say this, you know, as if these celebrities have done anything for them. Call on them celebrities right now when you're in a hard time. You can't even reach them. And if you did, they wouldn't do nothing for you. All they want is the money that you're putting into them. And if you call it out, people will get mad at you. They'll try to say, you know, they'll get mad at you for calling it out. That's the thing. About all this stuff that I'm mentioning, people will get mad at you for calling it out. That's how you know we living in a messed up world. It's corrupt. Try to say something about Beyonce, child. You can't say nothing about Beyonce. That's their God. You can't tell them nothing. Tell them about Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Tell them about Michael Jackson. You can't tell these people nothing. They worship the ground those folks walk on. Number 16, gossiping. And I used to love me some Tupac. I don't love none of these celebrities no more. You know, I love them as children of God. But I don't idolize these people anymore. Because the Lord showed. He revealed. And he took that out of my heart. Because who are these people? I don't know them. They don't know me. They did nothing for me. They can't do nothing for me. The only person is God. He the one brought me out when I was going through a hard time. It was the Lord who brought me out, not Tupac. Like, so it's like, what are we talking about here? This stuff don't be making sense. Like, how could you literally, and then people get mad when we supposed to worship God. Well, why we got to worship God? He done brought you out of Egypt. He took us out of bondage. When you was going through that hard time, it was the Lord that took you out, not Beyonce. That stuff make me mad. People literally mad because we should worship God, but they're not mad about the fact that they're worshiping these artists that never did nothing for them. Make it make sense. I done got mad about that, because just even saying it out loud, like sometimes you got to say stuff out loud to realize how stupid it is. And then it's just like, it just made me mad. Worshiping people that ain't never did nothing for you, but turning y'all backs on God and won't worship God and questioning why we should worship God. Who did you cry out to when you was at your lowest, baby? Answer me that, because I know it wasn't Beyonce. Number 16, gossiping. People are literally making a living by gossiping, child. Gossiping and slandering other people. They make videos and blogs about other people, and everyone is tuning in and supporting it. Podcasts, everybody just gossiping. Grown men, grown women gossiping. People that's married, people with kids, just sitting around gossiping about other people in their lives and tearing down people's character and slandering and lying. It's ridiculous, and it needs to stop. And there's people supporting it. We're supporting this gossip. 17 is betrayal. Something that is more and more common and not seen as a big deal anymore is betrayal, baby. People will betray you over the slightest amount of money. People will betray you over a man, betray you over a woman. You can't trust nobody. People are quick to betray you these days, and they don't think twice about it. 18, the love of money. People are willing to do anything for money, baby. They selling their body. They sex trafficking people. They're killing their parents for life insurance money. They're killing friends because a friend done came up. They'll sell their children. They'll sell their soul. They will do anything these days to get money. They will cross any line for money. They have no morals. They have no values. It's all about money these days. And I'm sick and tired. Y'all, I mean, this list could go on and on and on and on and on to the ends of the earth. But this is the world that we live in, and it's quite scary. I mean, me writing this was like, oh my goodness. But me saying it is just like, this is scary. The world we living in is so scary. It's scary to see that the world has normalized everything that doesn't stand for God. What does that tell you? That means we're living in the devil's playground. If you're not with God, you're against them. And everybody's going against what God says. And don't let you try to point it out. They're going to attack you. Oh my goodness. And when you speak about it, you know, like I said, you become a target. When you speak out about these things. Don't you dare speak out about these things. It's important to stay close to God. So you will be filled with the spirit in this wicked demonic world, because it's only going to get worse from here. They talk about the things in the Bible that's going to happen once the end gets near and in the end times. And we are literally living in them. It's only going to get worse from here. So that's why it's important to stay in your word, stay close to God. So you won't be deceived. You won't fall into this trap, and you are protected from the enemy and his antics. Because it's a mess out here, man. It is a mess, y'all. Like, it's sad. It's scary. But if this word is not for you, it's for somebody else. This word is for everybody, honestly. Everybody needs to hear this one. But if this word is not for you, it's for somebody else. Remember, I'm telling y'all this because I love y'all. God bless.